Hello students, this is Mrs. Jones again. Today we're going to talk about converting between the octal numbering system and the decimal numbering system. Remember that decimal is our regular base 10 normal numbering system, and octal, like an octagon, is base 8. Okay? So we've talked about binary systems before and how the binary system was exponents of 2. The octal system are exponents of 8. So it starts off, I'm going to look at this one first. This 6, because it's in this spot, would be 6 times 8 to the 0. And then the 5, because it's in that second spot, we would take 5 times 8 to the first. And then add those two things together. So if we take and we enter this into our calculator, 5 times 8 to the first plus 6 times 8 to the 0, 56 in the octal system would be equal to 46 in our regular base 10 numbering system. So let's look at another one. This one here. So because the 5 is in that first spot, we're going to take 5 times 8 to the 0. This 7 is in the next spot. We would take it 7 times 8 to the first. And then this next 7, we are going to take it times 8 to the second. They're going to increase in exponents as they go to the left. So if we enter all that into our calculator, and we can do that because of our scientific calculator, we get that this octal number is equal to 509 in our base 10 numbering system. And let's talk about just one more here. Actually, maybe we'll talk about 2, but this one. So this piece would be times 8 to the 0. This would be times 8 to the first. This would be times 8 to the second. This would be times 8 to the third. So we've got 1 times 8 to the third, 6 times 8 to the second, 0 times 8 to the first, and 6 times 8 to the 0 power. And if we plop that into our calculator here, 6 times 8 to the second plus 0 times 8 to the first plus 6 times 8 to the 0, we get that this octal number would be equal to 902 in our regular base numbering, or base 10 numbering system. I want to go back and look at number 1, and don't let this mess with your brain, but this is in just that first spot. There is no spots after that. So all we would do is take this times 8 to the 0, and 4 times 8 to the 0 would be the same as 4 times 1, by the way, because anything to the 0 power is 1, but it would just be equal to 4 in the base 10 numbering system. Alright, so that is how to convert from octal to decimal. I'm going to go ahead and make another video showing you how to convert in the other direction. So I'll see you soon.